Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm. In our last episode, we finished up the town Ediko Edixo in the Scarlet Orchard, right in there, and that led us to making a decision as to where we might want to start out again this time. I didn't get a whole lot of feedback / ideas on it, so I was thinking about where I might want to go, and I do want to give this levitating monument a try just to kind of experience it. It's not in a great direction, but I think it'd be worth giving it a try. I really would rather, probably not the Fishman Ritual site again, but the Corrosive Torrent, I would really rather come out in this way, but I don't really want to do another Scarlet Orchard. Even though that's the newest, most updated biome. We could do Cursed Royal Woodlands with that, but I mean, I don't delete that much, so it's not gonna be that big of an effect. I would like to go this way, but I would have to go like here to the Marshlands for that. So maybe we could do that, or we could come out here and do this levitating monument. Would have to be in a Royal Woodlands. We could go that way, I guess. Could go that way and troll the green team again. That's kind of fun to do. We are in second place, but just barely. Yeah, maybe we'll come out this way, like maybe right there. Not do a thing, but actually go and just push our way out here. But before we do that, we need to actually go into the city. We earned a few deeds the last time, but the episode was so long that I didn't want to spend more time redeeming them, although it wouldn't take that long, but I guess it's fine. But we finished the game with a mine, a smelter, and a smithy on veteran difficulty or higher, which I actually had this one tracked, I think, in my old save, and I never actually did it. But this gives us the small distillery cornerstone, which means we gain 4 crystallized dew for every 20 resin produced. This is great to get in the Royal Woodlands because you get resin from the trees anyway, so now you're basically getting crystallized dew from the trees. Let's take that, and that'll give us that. If you can, of course, get that cornerstone to pop up for you. And then we won a game near the Flooded Mines modifier, which gave us the pipe valve, which is another green decoration. Which I kind of enjoy these pipe decorations and things like that. So that's kind of fun to get. So we'll take those, and then we'll go over here to the upgrade street, and we have 108 food to spend. So we can afford a 48 and a 60. If we wanted this one, that gives us a daily expedition, which I don't really care that much about. Timed orders are okay. The additional caravan choice, though, is what I really want out of this tree here, so maybe. Otherwise, we can come over here and take the boost to construction speed, which is okay, but again, I'm more interested in the other one that's alternated with. Here we have the embarkation bonus and a small farm, but I never take small farms, so meh. This one's more expensive, so this one would burn our savings completely, but it does increase our cornerstone pool, which would be really nice to have. This one we have to come all the way back down there. We talked about that one already. Let's skip over here and then we'll scroll up. This gives us an additional trade route. I don't usually use more than 2 trade routes anyway. I got better at it in that last town, I think. I actually wanted a third one a couple of times, but then we have an embarkation bonus of parts, which I've never used, I don't think, either. And then here, finally, we have the embarkation range, which this is actually potentially the one that I want. You know what? I'm going to take this one. I should take... not that one. This one. This cornerstone pool increase. I think I'm going to jump all the way up here and take this embarkation range. It's going to spend most of our food and then some of these too, but that's alright. We're going to do it anyway. And that might actually alter my choice for where I go for the embarkation here. Although maybe not. Because we can't actually see any further. So maybe that didn't help me any. Oh yeah, it did. It gave me one more tile. Alright, it gave me one more tile. That's all it would give you anyways. So we can come out here. Which actually might be the best spot. I was hoping we'd be able to get into one of these tiles, but again, I don't know that I want the Fishman Ritual site. But it's the vision range that we needed also, not just the embarkation range, I guess. So it might not have been the best option, but who cares? So let's do this Marshlands. It's been a bit, I think, since the last time we did a Marshlands. Although we could do one of these with the Royal Woodlands to try to get that new cornerstone for the distillery, but I think I'll just come out here to the Marshlands because the Marshlands is kind of fun to do. So this will just give us a bunch of food, which is fine. We can always use food stockpiles. 9 lizards or 4 lizards and 5 humans. Both caravans have 2 additional people, so I think we'll go with the split here as opposed to all lizards, but depending on what the resources are. So here we have 3 stacks of raw food. Here there's 2 raw food and a cooked food, so that's about equal. Same amount of parts, same amount of wildfire. We have 21 planks here versus 14 bricks. That's kind of okay either way. We're going to have obviously plenty of wood from the trees here, but we're also going to be able to get stone from the ground to make bricks, as well as clay from the copper, if not directly from the ground. So either one is fine for that respect. A little bit of wood, of course, same amount of coal, and then this one also has oil. So really this one is probably technically better, but then we have to have 9 lizards, which I don't know that I want 9 lizards. So I think I'm going to stick with this one. Even though it might not be better, I think it's better to deal with. I think. Let's go with it. Okay, so we have 6 points to spend. We're going to stay on Viceroy. I've been poked at to try Prestige. I'll do it again, but just not right now. So we're getting bricks, so we could take planks or fabric if we wanted. I would take probably the planks, although fabric's going to be kind of rough. We'll get the leather from the trees, and we'll get some... Actually, that's all we're going to get. Maybe the fabric is worth the extra point just to make sure we have some to start the game with. Yeah, let's do it. We'll take it even though it's 3 points. We can make planks. We know how to make planks. We can take some extra wood if we want, and then we can spend 2 points on food. We could have also taken some fuel with us. Oh, we could take the reeds. It's not 3 to 1 though, so this wouldn't give us the same amount of fabric as this is, but would it give us the same amount per point? I don't remember what the ratio is in the crude workstation. I think it's 5 or 6 to make 1. If it's 6, then that makes 7 fabric. So that is equivalent to about 10 or 11 fabric then, with 3 points, with a third point. So this is still better. I think we'll stay with this, I think. And then I'm going to take just whatever cheap food I can get here. I'll take the 2 stacks of 28, I guess. Eggs and roots. Let's go. So we have the 2 effects that are normal here in this biome. And then we also have aura, which is people affected by services are motivated, so they get a boost to their resolve. So good. By the time we get to the round of services, they also get more boost to their resolve on top of what the services give. That's kind of a bummer of a one. Looming Darkness, of course. At Hostility 2, we get Greater Threat, which is -2 to Global Resolve during the storm. I hate this one. On top of the other 2 debuffs, this is a real bummer. And then Melancholy at Hostility 3, Complex Food plus Housing, or they have a -2 penalty to their resolve that stacks every minute. At least complex food and housing is a little easier to obtain. At Hostility 4, we have villagers have a 10% chance of consuming twice the amount of goods when using services. At Hostility 4, so it might be worthwhile to just disable service buildings in the storm, or maybe not bother at that point. Who knows? And then there's also at Hostility 5, Nauseous Spores. Villagers with this effect take plus 200% longer breaks, so 3 times the break length, and you mitigate that with services. All right, well then I guess we can't disable our service buildings once we get to Hostility 5. Well then, all right, so we have a new layout. How does this work with my tic-tac-toe pattern? Ooh, it still works. Does it? Oh, yes, it does. Okay, so we're going to stick with, for a little while at least, that logging or woodcutting only strategy, but I do want to take a look at these. So the woodcutters are still red. That's good, because that way they're still the same distinctiveness, but they do look a little bit different. They look like the little wagons, and we just want to just trim trees again, I think, this time still. So we'll put that down, and then we have 2 of those, actually 2 of those. Put another one down over here. If I had done control click, it would have kept it in my cursor, but I forgot. We'll do them over there. Actually, this should be closer to the storage, not to the hearth to build. There we go. And then we also have the stone cutter, which is blue, which kind of makes sense. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just that it's a different color. And then we have orange for the harvester. That's the plant fiber and reed. And then the small forager is green. And then the herbalist is purple. And then finally, the trapper is also red. It looks drastically different from the woodcutter, in my opinion, so it's fine. But it's kind of weird that there's two red ones. But I get it, because red is the color of meat in their iconography, so that makes some sense. All right, so let's go ahead and let them build that as well as our roads. We'll just do that here. We'll do these two first then, I guess, and then maybe this one, and then here. That's good. Get those building, and then we'll throw a bunch of people in there. We have a lizard in the hearth. That's a good thing for the hearth. Let's throw... oh, we got a harpy and an extra lizard. Yeah. Let's throw... I don't know. It doesn't matter, because we're not getting beavers anyway. So let's throw just a few people in there. And there goes hostility already. So we have it still set at only marked trees. I did change this the last time, but I'm leaving it at only marked trees. Let's do... control, so we don't get into any glades right now. Like that, like this. We'll just kind of come around like that in a loop. And then we'll leave one of them here. There is the arrow still, so I'll put the arrow at the stuff where they're cutting. And then we'll move this one maybe over here or something. And we'll see what other people we want to have working in camps. We're going to want to have a trapper and an herbalist. Eventually, not yet. And we can also take a look at these buildings real quick. So we have brickyard, kiln, granary, and herbalist upgrade. That could be useful. Mushrooms are the only one here, though, so that's probably the lowest priority one. Although, if we get to the Forbidden Glades and we get the one that needs the herbalist, then, well, we would want to have this. The granary would be good for the fabric recipe, but we did start with 14 fabric, so we don't necessarily need that right away. But this recipe is 3 to 2, and I think the 0-star one at the whatchamacallit is like 6 to 2 or something. So the kiln, well, if it's 6 to 2, then actually that would have been a good ratio, the 42 to 14. Now I gotta look. Let's just go in here. In the, I mean, it's too late now, but now I just gotta look. Buildings, crude, workstation. It is 6 to 2, so 42 would have been 7 recipes, which would have made 14. So it would have been cheaper to take the reeds rather than take the fabric. Remember that for next time, Wally. And then we also have the kiln, which is a good coal recipe, and bricks and jerky. Or we can take the brickyard, which is good bricks, pottery, and crystallized dew. Now, we will get coal on the ground here, but having a kiln doesn't hurt either. So maybe we'll take the kiln. It seems to be my new favorite. So I'll have to come up with a new layout for some of this. I mean, it's still the same tic-tac-toe patterns, so I'll still do the same 3x3 buildings in the corners. I'll probably put the housing down here still, because it's far away from the storage as possible kind of thing. And then here's our cornerstone. And then I can put the 2x3 buildings in these, and I can put the 2x2 buildings, or a 4x4 building, in here that would normally put the 2x2s right here. I'll just put them here where the hearth was, and that should be fine. Cornerstone, local taxes, 20 amber for every 100 ale produced. We could take that one. It's a little early for that one, and only the humans like ale here. Not that that's a big deal. But +1 Harper Resolve for every 70 cosmetics produced. Again, it's a bit early for cosmetics. Or we can take grain bags. Grain production increases by +1 every 25 times it's produced. There is grain on the ground here. And then also, if we get the small farm, that would be really good here too. Maybe we'll take a risk and take that one. So that doesn't help us right now because we don't have any grain on the ground in this glade, but that's fine. And then we're going to pop the first caravan here in a moment. And then we can probably start taking buildings. Actually, we can take buildings now, I think. Oh, no, we want the first orders first. Sorry, not the first caravan. The first orders. We want to make those first just to make sure that we don't need them for something. So you've built all that stuff. Let's go ahead and build the crude workstation there. And the other thing, I'm going to put it over here probably on the side because it doesn't need as direct access to the storage, not frequent access to the storage. Our orders are booming economy, so it goes worth at least 15 amber to a trader or a trade route. That's pretty easy to do. It gets us 2 people. Or have 15 copper ore, which we'll be able to mine, and that gets us 6 tools and a bonus to copper smelting, as well as some coal. I think we'll try that one out. And here, 3 lizard houses, 3 harpy houses. That won't happen. That won't take too long. Or give up 5 simple tools. I would rather not give up simple tools just to get building materials. I think we'll take this one. And then here, 2 events to any 2 glade events plus 5 packs of building materials gets us jerky, parts, and 4 people. Or having a harvester's camp. It has to be the large one. Oh, the harvester's camp is always the large one. Right. Having those 2 camps plus 10 bricks gets us clay, reeds, and parts. That one I want. That one I want. Let's go ahead and get those camps built then. Harvester camp, we can build it right here maybe for now. And the stonecutter camp, build it right here. And then 14, we have 14 bricks right now, so we're good on that front too. We'll limit these all to 10. 10 and 10 and 10. We don't have the stuff for the bricks right now. We don't have the stuff for the fabric right now either, but I guess I could just turn these all on, right? And the planks you can go to town on, and let's give you a person, no matter which. And this I'm going to wait on for right now. And buildings, I think we'll go ahead and take the kiln. Everybody's surprised. Herb garden. I took the thing with the grain, so I want to wait for the small farm if I can. Although I probably won't get it now. Forester's hut, again, will pass. Although I forgot about that with that cornerstone we got, so that would be a good combination too. The cornerstone that we unlocked, the distillery one. The herbalist camp, again, upgrade for the herbalist camp is my least favorite one here. And then finally the leather worker, which gets us 2-star fabric. The water skins would be really good here because we're going to get leather from the trees and from the snake eggs, as well as packs of luxury goods. Yeah, let's take the leather worker. Cooperage, this is a little early for this, but the training gear and the cosmetics would be good for 2 of the 3 races. Simple tools, packs of trade goods. Simple tools, planks. I think I'm going to go with the carpenter. Oh, dang it. I should take the small farm. I should take the small farm, shouldn't I? I want the carpenter, but I should take the small farm. Oh, we'll get the carpenter again. I'll take the small farm. Although, you know what? This was stupid. We're not going to have that much farmland in this biome because this biome has a small amount of fertile soil. Well then, you know what? I'm taking the carpenter. I don't care. I'm just going to avoid the farms. But I'll probably pop one open. I'll probably pop one into a glade with one first off. Yeah. So the carpenter can go right here, right as parked this. Great, perfect, Wally. Although I might want to trim a couple more trees right here, like that one. Specifically. You know what? Actually, you can go back over there and chop those trees instead. So this got done, that got done, and then we can be ready to turn this in, although I'm not going to do it yet. What do I need for building materials for these? We'll do the houses too at some point, but not right away. You need planks, so I have to make planks. You need 2 of those bricks, 2 of that fabric, and you need the bricks. So we do need to make some bricks before we can put the kiln up. Or put the kiln up to make the bricks once we have stone and or clay. But we don't have a source of stone or clay right now, so I want to be careful with that. Or I guess I could put the kiln up and not the leather worker. But I really should have the leather worker. Let's turn that off, just so we don't make the crappy fabric. Now I'll move you over here. I think I want to go ahead and get the carpenter up and running as soon as we can, once we have 5 planks. Sophie, you just focus on making planks. Actually, I'll give you help. You don't need to build those 2 yet, and then we'll just go with the houses a little bit sooner, but not super soon. At least we have 1- and 2-star recipes for all the building materials, so that'll be good and efficient. But we should put up some regular old shelters here. You and you can come down here. You're cutting away at all that. Let's move you over here a bit. Just kind of... The trees look like they're falling weirdly. Just kind of make some progress here. I don't know why that didn't pick those two. I must have just missed swiping over them. Because they were marked that time with the control. So I don't know. We need to have 5, 5, and 1s. We need to have enough housing for 11. That's 4 houses. And we should also do the decorations if we can. You know what, I can also speed the game up a little bit. Ah, yeah, that's right. We're getting mushrooms from the trees, as well as the leather, of course. Mushrooms are a little more prolific than the leather. But that's fine. And we can also build these camps, too. I forgot. Trapper. And herbalist. Yeah, you can go right there for right now. That's fine. And you're bored already, because I turned off the fabric, and there's not really stuff to make bricks. In fact, there's no point to make the bricks. So let's put the... Actually, let's go ahead and pull that person out, and let's put up the carpenter. We have plenty of planks now. Right, there you go. There you go. Come over here. Now we can extend this road a bit. Good. Build your camps. Good. Let's do like this, maybe. And I'm going to put 1 lizard in there, because they get the bonus, the specialization bonus. And over here, I'll have to put this here, I guess, and we can put 1 harpy in there, because they get the specialization bonus. And I have 2 humans left to do building stuffs. Or actually, I can put 1 of them in here to make planks. 1 human, making planks. That should be plenty of planks. There and there. Okay. A little bit more room over here, please. Like that. It would be great. You can build one of those houses, though, I guess. If I click the right buttons ever. And yeah, I know I'm avoiding this one right now. They're just too expensive to start the game with. Once we get all 3 of the buildings up and running, and preferably have some materials to build with, then we can go from there. Let's move you now up here. So you can get these couple of trees, and so on. Opens me up for some space right here, which will probably be another housing district right here. And here's the storm. And I think I have enough room now to do everything I want to do, so let's move this over here, maybe. Pause again. Harpies are upset again already. Oh, harpies. Why couldn't it have been beavers? Alright, that, and then I'm just going to be lazy right now and do the thing that I can't ever find first. Park, there it is. There we go. Build, build, build. Only have 1 builder, so that makes some sense. They would be a little slow. Although I should probably pull some of the people out from the woodcutters. One more. You. There we go. Harpies are happy again. And that also gives me more people to do some building. Although, wood's a little short, but it's fine. It's fine for now. Okay, you can maybe come over here. We should pick out a glade. First glade. This one, I think. It's just in the way, so I think it makes sense to do. So in fact, maybe you should just stay where you were. And you should just pop into that glade like this. And only 1 person working in there. Maybe I should have pulled that one back in here. I kind of wanted them to take out these trees here. In the way of the road. There we go. Coal and a leech broodmother. Some more meat. Some meat. That's good. 2 coal, and it looks like that's probably all there are. Probably. We could test it, but I think that's probably all there are. Like that. Oh, the harpies are even happier now, so I can throw somebody else in. This one. There we go. All right, so we'll take that newcomer caravan right away because we need to. Crowded houses, more room for one more villager per house. That's useful. -5 to global resolve, but +15 to global resolve for 5 minutes every time a new glade is discovered. That one's fun to take. 40 water skins for a full reputation point through resolve. I think we'll take the crowded houses. That at least gives me a little bit more, compactness here a little bit. 3 harpies, but although we could use them probably in some of the buildings. Or 1 human, 2 lizards. I think we should take the harpies because just for the balance, for a different specialization, I think. Even though I don't like them. Let's go here. Let's put up the... Actually, we can turn this in now, right? Yep, turn that in. What do we have here? Herbalist camp, forester's hut, small farm, lumber mill. Nice sigh. I should take the small farm for the rare case that we might get a field. But also, since I was stupid and took that, but also, how many fields are we going to see here? Not very many? I'll take it anyway. It's only points, so we don't need that then. I want to do, I think, the leather worker or the kiln. I should do the kiln first, because we have the stuff to make bricks now. So let's do the kiln first. Get over here and build it, please. So you can see now there's buttons here. New group of newcomer. Next group of newcomers in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And then I think we can throw the trading post on as the next candidate here. There. Ooh, that's nice. Right there. With 2 3x3 buildings in next to it, or before it. Lizards like to work here, so we'll throw a lizard at that. And for right now, I want you to just do bricks. And you can use the clay, you can use the stone. I don't care. And here's that new slider. If you listened to my patch notes video, here's the new slider where you can set this at a limit. So let's say you wanted to always force the kiln to make a delivery whenever there's 5 things instead of 15. You can do that. Sorry, I had to stifle a sneeze there, or mute a sneeze. I think I made it. We actually don't need the crude workstation anymore. I don't think. I'll leave it just for a minute, although I don't think we need it. And so we can put another building in there. It would be a good thing for a grain collector, I think. And then I wanted to also show, I did this in the video, but just in case you didn't see it, in the options, under gameplay, we have save internal storage limits. So when you change those limits now, if you have this box checked, it'll keep them from game to game. And I would actually like them to just do this for the recipe panel thing here, instead of having these buttons here. Just keep them. Like, why? There's already the option to auto load those auto load recipe limits. Why not just save recipe limits too here? I don't know. Actually, I'm going to uncheck this by advice, and we'll talk about that later. And then also down here, I have set it to only burn wood by default. You can now change it to what items you'd like to have the hearth burn by default. So now I'm only burning wood by default. Also kind of by advice, but by proxy. So we have coal and meat up here. So as soon as we finish with these eggs, we can go get the meat. And then I wanted to do something. Or we're making the bricks. That's good. And then I want to do the leather worker. That's going to need the first 2 bricks off the line. That's fine. And you can get a forced delivery probably right away, but we'll see how well I'm good. How good I am at this. How good that I am at this. Sahilda's here. Can I? Yeah. Just unpause for a minute. Click that. Then we can go talk to Sahilda. Let's see. You want to sell me the plantation. Mm-hmm. Fuel burns longer in hearths. That could be useful, but again, we have to have the amber for it. Bonus to fabric production would be kind of good too, but again, amber. I really don't have anything that I'm willing to sell other than, raw food. Even the parts I don't really want to sell at this stage of the game. So I think we're kind of stuck with the trading for this interval, but we'll get the trader in the next time around, I guess. And we talked about this too at some point. I wish you could just click a button here, even if it was this thing here or whatever, where it would say, hey, go away. Like, you have the attack button down here, but why not the, hey, I don't want to trade right now, go away, so that I can get somebody back 1 minute and 17 seconds sooner in the next year. So that'd be a nice feature to have too, if anybody's listening, that I wasn't paying attention, that I haven't bothered to put on I don't think I've put it on the site or anything. That's on me, but I can still comment on it, right? Maybe. We'll chop those trees. Let's throw another person in here. Maybe a harpy can join that group. And maybe that group, although I should put a harpy in here. Let's just do fabric to start with here. And you can use those reeds that we got for free first, and then we'll go from there. Just the harpy here. And yeah, we're safe to delete this now. So let's return this stuff to sender, and then we can delete this. And that gives us 5 wood back, of course. And we can put up instead a rain collector right there. Boom. What do we have? More orders. Have 40 needs for jerky fulfilled. That's not at the same time. That's just over time. Gives us a bonus to egg production, some eggs, and some flour. Or have 8 lizards with 18 resolve. Get a butcher. And this is actually one of my favorite, my short list of favorite buildings, the butcher is. Even more than the smokehouse. Kind of. Plus some skewers and the meat production bonus. Getting the lizards to 18 is actually not that far off. We're already at 16. We're coming down from 16, but we're already at 16. So once we have 8 lizards, we could do this one reasonably. And while this one gives us the bonus to eggs, this one gets us the bonus to meat. So I think we'll just take this one because half the eggs have meat too. But none of the meat has eggs, I don't think. So we'll take that. And then here, 5 glades or some packs. The 5 glades would get us 10 tools and 5 parts, as well as 10 amber. But the packs would give us harpy happiness and some parts, and some harpies, of course. If this was lizard happiness and lizards, I would take it for sure. This +3 to harpy resolve, though, would be really useful. I really want the tools, but we can make tools if we get copper or crystallized dew. So let's do this one. For better or for worse. Should we pop another glade? We could pop this one open, another small one, or we could just wait and do another do a danger glade. Maybe that's better. Wait, you didn't get that tree? Oops. Okay. We're good on housing because they each hold 4 now. So that holds 16 people. And we have 5, 5, and 4, which is 14. So we're good there. Good, you're getting those trees. I should move this over there then. That. But I'm pretty sure there wasn't another one down here. At least not within range. I don't need that tree. This is going to be out of range anyway. Those 2 are the ones that I really want. Just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure there's not any coal under them. But 2 is not bad for this early in the game, so we could get a mine set up on that site. Should we pop open this glade? Tempted, but then it's dangerous to do at this stage because then if you get a really bad one to manage, then it might not be done by the storm. So maybe we'll wait until the storm to open that glade up. That way we can manage it after the storm ends. Let's put you maybe here. And then we can do some of this also. We can get a road out to here, but we can get that mine going anyway. Let's do it right here. A little bit closer to town. 1, 2, 3. Also, it's an even multiple of 3 away, so that works with the grid. And I can just do a road right up to it. And then we'll put the trapper in here. It's weird how these are spread out. Like that one way over there. And then these 2 over here. Doesn't matter. It's fine. It's lucky that those are the leather eggs and not the meat eggs, so we had the leather to be able to make stuff with. You've just eaten through all of that stuff, so we can add the leather in now. I'm going to put these at a higher priority, just in case if we have them, they get used first before the leather does, to make fabric. Harpy can go in here, so I need to find one of the harpies that I put in, say, woodcutter's camp, and instead put them into rain collector. I have 1 builder, but that's fine because I don't have any jobs to do, although I do have those jobs to do. We'll probably pull the people out of the woodcutters. Move you over here. We'll pull definitely 2 out of the woodcutters. Although I think I'll leave that one full and pull this one down to 1. And that means I can put a couple people in here. Yeah, we'll just do those 2. And then this road can go like this side of that and over here. And then the one person left building can do that. And we'll use this woodcutter to pop into this glade during the storm. Once they're done with just clearing random trees here. And that'll be kind of good. Kind of good. Ah, you're bored already. Well, we could have you do other work if we had other work to do. We could have you go into the mine. We could have this lizard start making coal, too. You ran out of materials. And we ran out of bricks, actually. Oof. We used all the bricks. That's a bummer. Oh, because of the mine. Right, the mine used all the bricks. And you can actually make jerky if we have the stuff to make jerky. If we get the stuff to make jerky. And you might as well use the coal for jerky. Because why not? Here we go. Oh, good. Harpies are happy. But they wouldn't have been if we were at hostility 2, so that's fine. Because, actually they won't be when we get to hostility 2 because of this specifically, if nothing else. Let's see. We're going to go here. And we're just going to pop this open right away. It'll be fine. Like that. Chop, chop. And then we'll just pull some people out to do the event toward the end of the storm. We've got 3 people mining coal right now, so that's good. We're gonna get some stone from that too. Ah, oh, look at that. We're getting a tinkerer. 2-star tools, 2-star training gear, 2-star building materials. That's good. That'll be good for this one. We're getting a plantation anyway, and some fields for the plantation anyway. Of course, that's actually not a bad deal, though, because the plant fiber will be really good here. We have the fallen lizard hunters, so we'll have to make sure we assign 2 lizards to work that job. And that won't take very long. These are fast. No, these aren't fast. I lied. But it's fast enough. The granary, which gives us packs of crops, packs of goods and fabric. Pickled goods, I'm sorry, and fabric. That's actually a good one, too, except for the fabric recipe. But the packs of crops would help us with this one, as well as the pickled goods is good for lizards and humans, I think. No, just the lizards and the beavers. But still, we could pickle some goods. And then, of course, we have a large encampment, which I might just use to take the amber, depending on what we get for our group, because we do want to have 3 more lizards. So there's 2 here, so that could be useful. But we're definitely going to take this. I think every building here. But let's unpause, and we'll wait until the storm clears, and then we can start working the fallen lizard hunters. 2 workers will get us down to 4 minutes. And I think I'm going to take these here. Yes, I am. All right. Give me this lizard. Give me this lizard. And let's go here. Yes, I am that. We talked about this in chat. I was getting made fun of, I think, for this. But I like putting the same... Because they want to bury their own. You know what I mean? Like, they want to honor their own traditions and rituals and things. So, I think it's logical. Completely logical. Oh, I didn't read the rest of the thing. There's mushrooms galore here. So, we want to have the large herbalist if we can find it. And then, of course, we have stone here, which is good. And we have these stone roads, which we could tear up to use the stone. It's actually not a bad idea, actually, Wally. At least for now. We can put them back later or whatever. But this is actually a good idea this early in the game. To get that, and there's some coal here too, times 3 at least, times 4. Well, we might be tearing down that other mine then. A mine is a terrible thing to waste, but a mine that's worth double is even more terrible to waste, so that's good. And I don't know if I should take the plantation or not. We probably should for the fabric production, just because leather's going to be a pain on us. And why not, I guess. Cornerstone, safe haven, -40 to hostility for every hub upgraded to neighborhood or higher. I like this one. 1 new villager for every discovered glade is kind of meh. 2 herbs, I don't think we even get herbs here. Not directly, at least. So let's take safe haven. I do like that one. And then we should get our group in here. Okay, good. 1 lizard or no lizards. I need 3. There's 2 in that camp, so let's take this one. 3 humans is fine. There we go. And then we're going to need some housing this time. Just 1 house, though. And we should probably just build the dedicated housing. Let's see. Lizards want bricks that we don't have, but we're going to get. And harpies want lots of cloth, and lizards want cloth as well. The stonecutter camp can get moved over here. We should set up a storage in this area here once we get it going. And then we're also going to want to trim these trees over here. So maybe you and your friend, at least one person, should come over here and start helping with these tree trimmings. And I have 2 in here as well. And then I'm going to throw just somebody random in here. Put a human in there for now. And then once we get this done... Oops. Almost didn't click the button. Lizard resolve is low. Yeah. I'm going to have to favor them. That's fine. We can favor them. Lizard... Oh, not there. Lizard favor. There we go. And we are at... Alright. Go a few more minutes on the video. You are bored. I'm going to take... I think I should take leather back off the menu here. Maybe. Wait, there's 3 here. This says it takes 3. Confused am I? Just take leather back off the menu. Return those. And actually you can come out of there and help with something else, perhaps? We still don't need this. Let's just build a shelter for right now. And then we'll deal with the housing once we have other things. We should be making bricks now. We need another person in here, though, I think. Where are we at with planks? 31 still. Yep, we're good there. I'll save... I'm not going to do this building just yet. This one... Yeah, we should probably do that one. Oh, wait, no, I do want to do this one because of the building materials for this. But I do want to do this one first. This one is first. So let's take this. You want to take mushrooms. We have the most of those, so we'll take those. Although we may not have that many for long. But old Farloff is here. So I don't have any packs to sell you. You want to sell me a rain mill, which would be really, really nice. Could I manage to squeeze out 14 more? I could, with parts. That's probably pretty much it. Copper and wood for every open cache. Workers and glade events can carry 5 more items, and builders construct faster. I'd like to take this. I mean, the scrolls are useful for the harpies, but mostly for the flour. Is 14 or 18 amber worth it for the flour? Probably. I'm gonna have to sell more than half of these, though. How many do we have coming to us? 2. Maybe not. Although we have pretty much all the camps we're going to need built. We only didn't build one of them. Right? We don't have the forager built. So that's only going to be 3 anyway. Yeah, let's sell them. Let's do it. We need to sell enough for 14 of these. Let's go there and then sell some wood or some spark dew. Perfect. Look at that. More than half of my spark dew, but still a good trade. And then we'll take that rain mill. And that can go in here next to our friend, the carpenter, possibly. And that'll be a good trade-off, I think. Ha, pun intended. All right. Clear that, clear this, go away. You almost done over here? 50 more seconds, and that'll be pretty perfecto. These buildings are off-grid. Jerk buildings. It's good for decorations if I put a town down here or something. Orders. Have a kiln and 40 coal. Get a bonus to bricks, some oil, and some sea marrow. Or select the keep goods option as a reward in the glade event. Wow. 10 tools. Bonus to oil manufacturing. We don't have a place to make oil, though. And 15 planks. 10 tools is nice. It's really nice. We can make tools again, as I said before, as long as we have crystallized dew or copper, which means we just need to get someplace to smelt those. I should have taken the brickyard for the crystallized dew, I suppose, but that's fine. Let's take this one. Anyway, I can turn it in already even. 5 glades, or 40 incense, and 1 monastery gets us +1 human resolve for incense production, plus some incense back. 40 becomes 30, plus 30 pie, which only is good for the lizards, I think. No, the humans, I think, eat pie too. Wow, +3 to pickled goods, though. I'm going to do this one. Let's do that one. Do you want to deliver this now? I think so. I think so. Yeah, why not? We have the coal right now, so let's do it. I'm going to pull another one of you out of here, though. And, are you done? I'll wait till they finish. They're going to take a minute to unload the stuff. Well, you know, 6 things to unload, but I want to wait till that's finished so we can undo this. There we go. Although, oh, they're going to go to 15, so never mind. So I think we're going to, well, let's take a look at the building. Coats, pigment barrels, training gear, which we have available in one of the buildings we haven't done yet, but pigment and provisions could be useful. Supplier is flour, planks, and water skins. I forgot we got that building new last time. And then cooperage is barrels, training gear, and cosmetics. I'm going to leave this open. If for any input you guys might have on it, let me know what you think, or if we should just re-roll and see what happens. We don't need the training gear. We're going to get that from here. We don't need the flour or the planks or the water skins, so this one's out completely. The cosmetics and the barrels could be useful here. The provisions and the pigment, or the pigment, the barrels, and the coats. But we only have one race that can use coats. But maybe the artisan is our best bet with the pigment there, because pigment can be made from coal, if nothing else. So let me know your thoughts, and we will end this episode here. And in the next one, we will take a look at the rest of this, or continuing this town, now that we're almost 3 points in, and see what comes up, and continue exploring the couple of updates in this version. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.